7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Strong right. Strong right. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert complete. Smith has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
2nd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. The open man is Smith. That one good for 24 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Back to throw. Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if he continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, over. Tight end left. Tight end left. Mike four.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. This is complete. It's Baldwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Watch the eye.
Leo. Crunch. What? Squeeze. 6-6. Pull it. They go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You don't want it. Watch the twist. Watch the
Five.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Babies cry all the way back home.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's Hill, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On the ready. Greystone, travel.
It's 59. Mike, the 59. Oh, you got deep?
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Light. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the clock, motion, clock. 80 weapons. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Zoo, on the ball, hit it.
2nd and 3. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Go. Hey, Zoo,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10. Light. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Down. 8-3.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Undercut.
Show it in. Show it in. Kill, 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 kill.
Go, go. Go, go. Lee Griffin. Lee Griffin.
From the gun, Light. And a catch made by Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Shift, shift.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Go. Go.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Come on. Set. 10 logo.
Get this worm on.
And up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Light. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Granted, kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
On the
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Conley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Light. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You got 3 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
3 down.
On 3rd down, Light. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got it.
2nd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Bang, 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 bang. 6'6", bullet high. Big rip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You ain't going nowhere. Shit.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Army.
Throwing on 1st down. Light. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No. Off. 80 weapon.
On 1st and 10. Light. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
30 base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hit it.
On first down, Light. He gets this one to Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Keep playing hard.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's
At
get
the
it.
23-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
We got to step it up.
Check 26, check 26. Ready.
On 4th down, Light. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 19. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got this.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Third quarter of play with the score Lions 17, Vikings 14.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. General West.
Slam.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
They're going to 88. They're going to 88. Single.
To throw on 3rd down. Light. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or intercept.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
15 line. 15 line. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Double tight. 3 out. Check.
Protein spill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
X3. 218, chopper.
You got tight right there. Alert 3.
Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight. Five down. Stand up.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. So the Lions Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Stand up in.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point's up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little.
He's got it at the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
Ready to break.
Hey, watch the slap.
Go.
Mark 4. He's tight.
Hey, Team 6. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
I'm coming after you.
49, check 49.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't work.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit. Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Single receiver.
I got smooth.
Mike 4.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Bravo.
Watch the screen.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together